Welcome back to What Arty Noobs for General Disturbance. This is an M40 M43, it's the Tier 8 American SPG. It's located on the north spawn of Murovanka and it's under the command of SpybotAF. Okay, battle started. Now this Arty is based on the hull of the M4, as you can see. It's an M4 basic design, but it's been slightly longer, elongated to take care of the weight of the heavy artillery that's mounted on top of it. It's the 8-inch howitzer. I know that because it doesn't extend over the front of the vehicle. If it did, that would be the 155mm gun. But this one is capable of 1050 alpha, penetrating 52mm of armour. And it's got a burst radius of 11.1 meters, and he's dialing in on a target which is a Scorpion G at the other end of the map. Now his reload time is rather long, I'm afraid. It's around about 34 seconds mark. Dialing in there on a Progetto, and now we've got a Samur. Rounds out in the Samur. Looked like that was a direct hit on his engine bay for 394. And he's relocating immediately to avoid counter battery. It's always a wise decision when you've got an Arty that has to reload and take a long time to reload. In fact, actually, he's got 39.69 seconds, slightly longer. Normally, you'd reduce that time using a gun rammer and a very good crew, a BIA crew. But it appears he's actually got quite a long reload. He's not using premium consumables either. That helps a great deal. P44 Pantera, almost loaded. Rounds out. And a direct hit! Now that's bound to have damaged that tank because he's got a very thin skin. If the shell penetrated that armour, it could do a huge amount of damage to him. Okay, KV4's come around the corner. And he's taking fire from several tanks all at the same time. It's going to be a few more seconds before we can shoot. That round just bounced off the turret. Lining him up, getting ready for the shots. Okay, we're loaded. Rounds out. Direct hit, 425 hit points. Just trying to see where the shot landed. It landed on the turret. You can actually see where on the turret it actually hit. Just next to the mantlet on the side, and he's being killed. So we picked up a lot of stun assist there as well. Okay, looking over into the Magic Forest. T28 prototype over there. That's another fairly thin-skinned turreted tank destroyer. Okay, we're loaded. Lining up the shots. Rounds out. This shot looks good. This looks very good. It was a direct hit for 390. Unfortunately, it hit the front of the vehicle where the arm is strongest. Now, those enemy tanks have actually managed to make it quite a long way north, and our Scorpion G is having to relocate rather hastily to avoid being attacked by that Bulldog. I didn't mention at the start of the battle, this is a Tier 8 game, so he's top tier. In fact, it's only Tier 8 in this game. Looks like we're going to move slightly behind these bushes. FV 207 just to our right, just to our left rather. Scorpion G, we're loaded, ready to go. Just dialing in. 5 seconds to go. 4, 3, 2, 1. Rounds out. And that's a kill shot. That was definitely a penetrating shot. No doubt about that. 870 hit points. It carved straight through the armour and blew up inside. 870 hit points. Very nice. So, 1 kill so far to Spybot. We're waiting for those enemy tanks to appear. We're expecting them to come along this north edge of the map. Scorpion G's moving, and we've decided instead to go after this Progetto in the south. He's moving quite quickly south. He was stunned, so looks like our teammate actually hit him. Got a Lorraine 40 ton by the edge of the Magic Forest. Disappears from view, and we're holding fire. There's the Bulldog. He's coming along the north edge. Okay, lining him up. Dialing in the aim. 4 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Dialed in. Rounds out. It's a near miss. RNG said no on that occasion, and the shell did not hit the target. The scores are even at the moment, so it could go either way. The enemy has the Magic Forest, but we have the west side of the map. Our backchat's in the south, and he's found one of the enemy Artys. There he is. It's an M40, M43. Backchat spotted him and is pinging the map. He's on the move. He is a splash kill. Line up the shot. Rounds out, and unfortunately we only stunned him. You have to give a long lead time. The flight time for the shell from that distance was about 4 seconds. I always advise people, if you are firing over very long range, do make sure that you give enough lead on the target. Otherwise the shell's going to miss by quite a long way. The backchat's finished off the other Arty. And we've got a Lynx 6x6 wheelie coming in. He's just been wiped out by a defender. I think there's a unanimous agreement that Wargaming put the wheelie vehicles into the game specifically to counter Arty. And unfortunately all they've done instead is given us a new target to fire at. And we take great pleasure of taking them out the game. He's giving long lead on this ELC now because it's a fast mover. Brilliant shot! Nice long lead, it worked. 472 hit points, tracked him, kept him immobilized, and I think the backchat's having a go at him now and got him. Nicely done. Just goes to show, if you provide the right amount of lead on the target, it's not a problem. You can take them out. Okay, we've adjusted our field of fire. We're now going to try and go after that T28 prototype. It's been found at the edge of the Magic Forest. Got a defender moving in on him, and we're almost loaded. 8 rounds left. Rounds out the T28. Splashes him for 64. He's stunned. The Scorpion G's moving in behind him. Defender's ahead of him. He just took massive damage and he's gone. And the Bulldog's coming over to try and rescue his teammate, and I think he's now going to end up getting killed as well. Yep, defender put a round into him. He's trying to run away and engage the Scorpion, but the backchat's there. This is the last enemy. Once he's gone, it's a victory. We're almost loaded. We can have a go. Rounds out. Not sure if that hit. Oh no, it missed. He actually turned to the left to go round the buildings rather than between them. But he's very low on hit points. Scorpion's coming down this side of the map, and the other 3 are chasing him from a different side. We might get another shot. That was the FV207. Oh! And the kill goes to the Scorpion G in the end. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats. And And it's a second class tanker for SpybotAF in the M40, M43. He also picked up a Bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 11 in that game. A Gore's medal for doing more damage than 10 times the hit points for his own vehicle. And he also got a Confederate medal as well for hitting more of the enemy than anyone else. At least 6 tanks subsequently taken down by teammates. And his win rate for the game was 3,806. Very nice indeed. Super Unicum standard. Let's have a look at team score. He didn't get the highest damage in the game. That went to the Scorpion G. He picked up a high caliber and 4,605 hit points of damage. Whereas Spybot managed to get 3,255 hit points of damage in that game. And the next high score after that was that Batchat 12 ton, who got 2,125 hit points. And he picked up a Pascucci's for killing both the enemy Arty. The AT-15 got a patrol duty. And our fellow Arty in the FV207 also got a Confederate. So he must have been hitting everyone else pretty hard as well. Let's have a look at the numbers. Well, we shared in fact actually the Scorpion G and the Batchat 12 tons shared the top with 4 kills apiece. The M40 M43 on the enemy team managed to get 2 kills. We only got the 1, I'm afraid, in that one. But when it came to base XP, it was the Scorpion G with 1,193 base experience points. He got the top in all 3 columns, and 1,105 goes to the Batchat 12 ton, and then we picked up the third one with 930 base experience points. Spybot fired 10 rounds in that game, got 5 direct hits and 1 penetration. I'm pretty sure that penetration was definitely that Scorpion. No doubt about it, yes, it was a penetration. And he also got splash damage on 8. Damage of 3,255 hit points, all of it at more than 300 meters. He damaged 7 of the enemy, killed 1 of them, did 1,359 hit points of stun assist of 8 stuns. On a free-to-play account, he earned 31,035 credits, and after ammunition resupply, took away 12,335 credits. He got 6 bonds for getting the Confederate and the Gore's medal at tier 8, and he also picked up 930 XP times 2 for the first victory, took away 1,860 altogether. Well, that's quite a good game. He did do the right things, moving around, trying to stay plenty of buffer between him and the enemy. If he'd stayed where he was, he would have actually been in quite a lot of risk from that Bulldog, if that Bulldog had managed to make his way around. But the Bulldog was very timid, actually. He didn't press. He should have pressed on that corner. But it all worked out okay for the team in the end, and it was a nice amount of damage and 2 epic medals for Spybot. If you enjoyed that replay, please give it a like and do subscribe to our channel and hit that notification button if you want to be alerted when there's a new video going up. We try to put up at least 4 a day, sometimes 5, sometimes 6. It all depends on how many we've got available. Thanks for watching.